Hello, everyone. Welcome to my live stream. Happy New Week. It's a beautiful Monday. God has been so faithful, and we do not take this for granted that we've seen this evening. God has walked with us, God has been a blessing to us, and I know this far, it's only Him. Yeah. We cannot do it on our own. We need God in each and everything that we do. We need God. And when you seek Him in truth and in spirit, when you seek Him sincerely, He's always ready to welcome you. He's always there for you. So I welcome you to this live stream where I am. It's about 8 something. It's evening. That's why I started by saying good evening and good morning, good afternoon, depending on where you are. I welcome you to this live stream. This is our evening talk. Today, I was really meditating on something that we often think, or we just take it for granted, but it's the power of what we speak, the power of what is coming out of our mouths. You know, whatever comes from our mouth is very powerful. Because when you look at the book of Proverbs 18:21, death and life are in the power of the tongue. Have you ever thought of this? Have you ever thought of something? I know sometimes we can be very annoyed and you find yourself just uttering something that later you always feel like, I was not supposed to do that, you know? Or sometimes we're just careless and we don't mind what we say, you know. You're just comfortable, and for you don't mind whether this person, whatever you have said to this person, or whatever you said to yourself, is it something uplifting, or is it something that is going to break that person down? Yeah, I said in Proverbs 18:21, death and life are in the power of the tongue. I was really meditating on this today. And sometimes we speak things and we do not know how what we speak is very powerful. I started by thinking loud. I was thinking loud and I was feeling like sometimes we just spoil our day, or we meditate on what we say. Why? Because you do not use your words to encourage yourself. Neither do you use those words to encourage somebody else. Yeah. Jonathan, hi. Welcome to my live stream. Please don't forget to like. We do not always watch what we speak. And today, I want to ask you, are you in the group of people or Christians who just speak and you do not mind what you're speaking? Or are you just that one person that sometimes, okay, when you're angry, sometimes it just comes out, you know? But do you sometimes feel sorry to take back your words? Let us not use our tongues to discourage people. Let us not use our tongues always to bring somebody down. Imagine you just speak to somebody a word that you really know hurts that person. Maybe it's something from that person's past, or the person shared with you. And maybe in between, something happened. Yeah. And you just find yourself using that word against that person. And imagine you just walk away. Like there is nothing that has happened. Like you don't even feel you've hurt this person. You've left this person crying. You've left this person down. As a Christian, do you think that is right? Do you think that is really right? You've already made somebody cry. The person is very sad. Like I've given you an example of you've used a word that this person came to you and told you about it, and then you just use it, or it's an addiction the person is struggling with, and then maybe when we are human, things come between it, and then you just use this word to this person. How do you always feel after you've said the word? I know sometimes we have ego that I cannot go and say sorry. I cannot, it's something that she told me or he told me, so I am not going back to say sorry. But I'm here to encourage you, to talk to you. Let us not use words to bring down people. Let us be Christians who use your words to encourage somebody. Before you use those words to that person, imagine this is a person who came and trusted you. This is a person who knew that you are the only close person next to him or her. And then she came and shared it with you. And then later you come back and attack the person using those words. Are we really true Christians? Are we really true Christians? What is the hard part of it that you just walk away when you feel it's not? I always say that a Christian character is seen always in the outside. It starts from inside, but our character can speak a lot. How do you handle yourself in a place where maybe somebody attacks you or somebody says something just faulty about you? Whatever comes out of your mind, yeah, sometimes I've said it comes out of like anger. We are Christians, but these are things that we need always to work on. Walking away does not mean that you are weak. Walking away means that you've avoided yourself not to speak something bad and you walked away, It doesn't mean you're weak. It means that whoever is in you, it means who you are. Using words to hurt people, I would actually say it's I don't know if you are in the bracket of calling yourself a Christian. I would say that is not something that we really need to be doing. It's hurting somebody. It's like, let's just say again an example. Let me give you an example of a small child. You keep on speaking bad words to this child. Whenever this child do something wrong, you keep on saying how stupid this child is, how he's this, how maybe he's ugly, or how is this. How do you want this child to grow? What will this child grow with portraying in himself or in herself? The child will grow knowing he or she is ugly. Why? Because my parents tells me or my sisters tells me I am ugly. So there's confidence you will have already moved from this child. This child will grow up knowing my mother or my father or my uncle, my sister told me I cannot do this, regardless of how much effort I put, regardless of what I do. My family has already said to me that I cannot be this person. Be somebody who encourages people. Let this child grow up knowing my mother said to me, I can do it. My mother said to me, I am beautiful. My mother said to me, there's confidence this child is going to grow up with. Why? Because you used your words in a good way. You used your word to nurture this child. We live in a world where nowadays children just speak anything. Like they just speak, like let's say in schools, they just bully each other, And as somebody who is responsible for this person or a child, or maybe somebody have said something not in a right way to somebody, your friend who is maybe your colleague, and the person have come and reported to you, this child have come and reported to you, hey, people are saying I'm this and this. What do you see about me? As a Christian, you should carry that matter and help this person feel safe. You should carry that matter and use your words to let this person feel comfortable. Do not bring the person down where people are already destroying the person. People are already speaking evil things about this person. And then he has taken or she has taken her own time, or this child have taken her own time and came to you and say to you, so and so is saying this and this. What do you think about me? Am I lazy the way people think I am? And sometimes it's a person that you're staying with, you know very well, maybe this person is not lazy. There are people who takes time to grasp things. There are people who need a little bit of time to learn something, But maybe somebody else doesn't see it the way you are seeing it, Some other person doesn't see that the child or the person is just a slow learner. Yeah. But here you comes, the person have already reported that to you, and you do the same. You imagine me, if I trust you, then I come to you. It's like you're still tearing me apart. It's like you're now the one cutting me now into pieces. Then if you can use that to me, or you can use that to your child. You know how children really trust their parents or the people who are around them when they're growing up, because they'll always use that. If that child trusts you, because you are the only person he sees who can walk, who knows her, who can fit into her shoes, and then you come back and just tear and just like torment this child again, or torment this person again. Are we really calling ourselves true Christians? Yeah. I want to ask you, what is that one thing that one day somebody said to you? Or what is that one thing that if you're a parent, or if you are taking care of somebody, what is that one thing that somebody one day used that you tried to build that person up, or you tried to cheer that person up? What is that one word somebody said to you? I will start by, there was a time, I am a mom. I'm a mom of three boys. And my first son is, he's very slow. And it took him time to speak. He had speech delays. Yeah. And it was so hard for us to realize that he had that problem. It took us time to know it was speech delays. We just thought that he's just a quiet child. He's just somebody who, like from his childhood, he was just an introvert. So we thought that he was just quiet, but we did not know that he had speech delays, which we realized really, really late. Yeah, we realized, I think, when he was almost 4, and let's say in between 4 and 5 years. That is when we realized. But as a mother, yeah, sometimes you'll feel, for you feel he's just okay, but other people outside noticed it. And when They thought that he did not understand. He came back home and said to us, hey, people are saying I'm this and this and this. And, you know, to let him feel comfortable, to let him continue, let's say, continue going to this institution. As you may be doing your research, you have to first of all bring life. Let this child feel comfortable. Let the person feel you are encouraging him, you know. So as we now took that responsibility to start looking if maybe it's true or something, which was true, but we never used those words to bring him down, to let him know that he will never overcome that. We never used those words like to let him, oh, you are 4 years and you cannot talk, or you are this. Nay, we brought him closer and let him know that growth happens in its own way. Yeah. We let him know that everybody has their system of growth. And with due time, with everything now that we started doing, he will manage to overcome all that, and which he did. But if he could come to us and we use those words and discourage him, he couldn't have made even that effort to now start to be active in speaking and letting people know that I can go. We had to let him know he will overcome that, which he really put so much effort into it. Yeah. So do not be a person who discourage others. Do not be a person who you're very quick to respond. You're very quick to respond to people, and you doesn't care if this thing is going to hurt. Is this thing going to hurt this person, or this thing is going to lift this person? Be a Christian that somebody can rely on when things go wrong. Be a Christian who somebody can come to and share something with you, and you can use your words to uplift this person, but not to bring the person down. Be somebody who, like, if somebody needs growth in something that he is not sure of how he's going to handle this, and he comes to you for an advice, that you can use your words with the wisdom that God has given you. You can use those words and build something in this person. Words are very powerful, even to yourself. When you tell yourself every time, I cannot do this, when you tell yourself every time, oh, I've tried so many times, who told you failure is not progress? You speak hurting words to yourself every day. You speak words that even you yourself, they're not giving you the reason to get up and do it again, you know. God has given you the wisdom. And when you speak negativity to yourself every time, will you really have that strength to strive again, even if you fall? Speak wisdom to yourself. Speak what the Bible says about you every time. Words are very powerful, friends. Words are very powerful. Even the simple words, sometimes we just use normal words that we just, in our daily life, normal words that we just use. Before you know it, it has become something that you're using more often to yourself, you know. I cannot make it. Who told you you cannot make it? Maybe you're seeing yourself, maybe your age mates or the people who are around you, they have already gone ahead of you, and now you start telling yourself, oh, I cannot do this because now time has gone and this and this. God's plans are always the best. And his plans for you are not for somebody else. That's why I always talk about do not compare your life with somebody else's life that will make you speak words of discouragement to yourself. If you discourage yourself every time, let me just ask you that question. If you discourage yourself every time, when or how will you one day, let's say you are depressed. And of course, when you even go for those therapies or you are working on yourself, you also have to speak to yourself. It has to start with you. It has to start with you. Are you willing to start? Tell yourself you can do it. You can do all things through Christ to strengthen you. So that when you fall down, God is going to give you that strength again and strive again. As you walk that path, He's going to give you more wisdom. As you walk that path, He's going to mold you even better if you stay with Him. Yeah. I learned to speak wisdom to myself. I learned to tell myself that I can do it. I learned to tell myself, even if I fail, I always know that there is something that I've learned from this, and I will pick it and I will get up and pray about it and continue to move. I want you to think about this. A word of kindness can lift somebody or despair. Just a word of kindness can lift somebody. Just a simple word of kindness. You do not know maybe how much you will already impact something in that person's life with that small word of kindness. Yeah. A word of kindness can really, really lift somebody up. Marshall, yeah, I'm having a good day. It's actually evening here. Yeah, hope you're having one too. Thank you so much for joining. Gina, good afternoon, good evening here. You're most welcome. Oh, my sister joined. Yes, a word of kindness can go a long way. You do not know who you are impacting. Sometimes you can just walk maybe and you just see somebody somewhere and imagine that kind of word. That kind of word can really bring that person go a long way. Maybe somebody's thought that time was somewhere else. Maybe somebody's planning how he's going to even to destroy himself or herself somewhere. Maybe the person have tried everything in his life, left, right, nothing is working for him. Just a kind word can bring that person a long way. And I will ask you again this question. Are you a Christian who destroy others, or are you a Christian who bring hope whenever somebody comes to you? Be an example of Christ. Whatever, as you call yourself a Christian, let it be seen. One day somebody will say, I remember this girl, I remember this boy, I remember this man. One day he said this to me. One day he told me to go and try again. Words are very powerful. Ina, have a great day too. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. God bless you. God bless you so much. And something you do not know is every word we speak is a seed. Some seeds grow into hope. Some seeds grow to faith, encouragement, and others doubt, fear, and pain. Every word we speak is a seed. Are you planting for somebody doubt or fear or pain? Or are you planting for somebody hope, faith, and encouragement? When you're using your words, you know very well you have used this word. You've told this person something. What have you planted into this person's life? Have you planted fear? Have you planted pain? Or have you planted faith? Or have you planted encouragement? If you keep on telling somebody, you cannot make it. You cannot even, you're very lazy. You cannot even make it. Have you used your own words to help this person? You've seen this, but okay, you continue telling that person, you are lazy, you are this and this and this. Have you used your own words to make this person useful? Have you used your own words to build this person? Or are you continuing to just inflict pain, to just inflict fear? You can never go far. Oh, you can never do this. I always feel very happy when I just bump into somebody or I just said something encouraging. And this is something also I've taught the people who are around me, my kids and everybody. I always tell them, not only me, not only the people, even outside, when somebody helps you, when somebody tells you something that you have feel it in your heart, this person has really encouraged me. This person has really bring me hope to my life. Yeah. Say thank you. It's, you might feel it's a little thing. You might feel it's just something, but that seed, that person can carry it all his life. And one day, that person will give a testimony and say, I was walking and I met somebody randomly, and this person said this and this to me. Such things have really taught me, I think, because of the field where I am as well. Yeah. I am into sports. Yeah. And sometimes everybody have their bad days. There are just days that things doesn't just work the way you want them to be. Yeah. And you know that just these players who keep on saying, you don't pass the ball to this person because the person is not going to do anything. You know, you do not know what this person have passed through before the person reached there. You know, you do not know what's in this person's head or what this person is going through, and you do not even want to care how you're going to help this person. If you've seen that person is not behaving the way he or she normally behaves, you have noticed there is something not really going on well. And imagine, maybe that person is carrying a very big load that he or she just need that one word, that simple word that will uplift him again. And imagine you're just there calling yourself a believer, calling yourself a Christian, still impacting some nasty words and using those words to this person. And You don't even feel something in you, you know. Yeah. Thank you so much, sis. God bless you. Yeah, it's very true. And we are always so quick to judge somebody. We are always so quick to judge. And maybe it's your colleague at work, you know. You've seen maybe the past 2 days, this person is not like there's just something so weird. And you are joining your colleagues also talking behind the person. Imagine. You're joining them in destroying this person. And when, let's say, for example, you're working in an office and you're going through a lot of things, or you're just in a class, or you're just in a club where you see yourself each and every time. There's some characters when somebody starts, you just feel like, oh, this person is not, you know. And in fact, when the people come and say to you, hey, today, but past 2 days, so and so has not been behaving the way, and you join them. Imagine you join them. You don't even feel anything like, and you call yourself a believer. You call yourself a child of God. You join them in bringing this person down. Have you sit with this person and ask, maybe, even if not asking, just sit next to that. Do you know when you're going through a lot? Let's say something is happening to you. Sometimes it's so heavy and somebody just comes and sit next to you and maybe just lean on you without even saying a word. It comforts, friend. It really comforts. You might even preserve those words, you'll say them later. You've had people gossiping, you have people have said everything, and this person is sitting there in the midst of all of you. Maybe it's even a classroom. Just take the initiative and just sit even maybe next to that person, and even without saying a word, there is just peace that you brought into that person's life. And now use your words, use the wisdom God has given you to bring life to this person. This person will never ever forget this day. So what